Millions of Kenyans across the political divide are all over yapping that the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga has completely lost numbers. President William Samoei Ruto too might have lost quite a significant number of votes. But have we ever asked ourselves where the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga lost those numbers to? This being politics, my fellow Kenyan, you don't just lost numbers miraculously. So, if we say that the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga has completely lost quite a significant number of votes from his purported strongholds, does that mean that he lost them to President William Samoei Ruto, to whom also stands out to be the only biggest contester and rival against the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga? And if by any chance we cannot substantiate that the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga lost the numbers to President William Samoei Ruto, then does that mean that the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga lost the numbers to a vacuum? And of course, that automatically sounds next to impossible. And that is exactly the reason as to why in any general election, when two contestants contest and one beats the other, automatically chances are usually that some of your close supporters might have seen it fit to vote for your biggest rival so that they can emerge the victor. However, many Kenyans don't know up to date that the 2027 general election is going to be lymphatically competitive between President William Samoei Ruto and whoever shall contest against him. And it's with this strategy that I strongly believe President William Samoei Ruto shall technically doctor the results in his favor. Listen, my fellow Kenyan, historically, votes are never manipulated when the margin is too wide, but rather the results are usually doctored when the race is technically made to be so tight. And here we are currently having President William Samoei Ruto working with the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. Kenyans should be made worried about their working union, because the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga shall always and has always and will always have the numbers as far as his strongholds are concerned, while President William Samoei Ruto, to whom times above numbers have been referring to him as a political schemer, he will always have the skills and strategies of winning in any election that he contests. So question remains, how will Kenyans counter the dynamic duo of President William Samoei Ruto and the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga strategically in the next anticipated general election? So apparently, these are some of the realities that millions of Kenyans don't want to hear, but you can take it to the bank. Countering the dynamic duo of President William Samoei Ruto and the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga shall not be a walk in the park in the next general election. And if by any chance Kenyans had the political and social goodwill of technically and strategically challenging the duo of the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga and President William Samoei Ruto in the 2027 general election, then I kid you not, Kenyans must have begun challenging the duo right from when the vetting process of the next panelists to whom are going to constitute the next IEBC. But we Kenyans sitting pretty, waiting to challenge President William Samoei Ruto and the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga on the D-Day of the election, I kid you not, that from where I sit is tantamount to opening a barber shop in Jamaica. And of course, it is likely to be next to impossible. And I'm saying this because by the time of this broadcast, what millions of Kenyans across the two main political divides don't know is that President William Samoei Ruto does not need, and I repeat, does not need real votes for him to be re-elected in the next 2027 general election. And that is why he is scheming and technically working by hook or crook in making sure that he builds an illusion of support by bringing all the big political kingpins next to him. And if so be the case, and if he makes it a success, then I kid you not, that alone is likely to sell his illusion of winning and his perception of winning. And come 2027, he may likely to be declared the victor. And that is simply to mean that if at all Kenyans want President William Samoei Ruto out of office come 2027, then I kid you not, we must begin that process as early as yesterday. Anything contrary to that, I kid you not, it shall be next to impossible. And as I come to the penultimate part of this episode, that has just been my opinion. If by any chance you do have a contrary opinion to mine, you can as well just feel free to drop them in the comment section and I'll give them a right of reply. And by any chance, if you have been watching my videos and you have not subscribed, you can as well just consider hitting on the subscribe button. Thank you and may God bless you.